Hello, today's date is Sunday, October the 5th, the year 2008. This is starting to shoot video for my trip to Vermont, the fall of 2008. I'm in the village of Queechee, beautiful Vermont village, and it's a chilly autumn day here, and I'm relaxed and enjoying myself. This is the old covered bridge in the village. And the Queechee River runs through the village of Queechee, and you can see this beautiful little waterfall here in the village. There's some hot air balloons that they're blowing up for a balloon ride today. Once it clears up, it should be nice today. Last year when I was here, it certainly was much warmer. This year it's, I guess it's typical autumn they're having here in Vermont, and the advantages of color is it's much more beautiful than compared to last year. And there's my car, my trusty 2001 Toyota Corolla. The fourth trip holiday I've gone in my car. Third trip to Vermont, and I took it in 2002 to visit New Orleans. Time of day is now 18 minutes after 10 in the morning. I'm in the town of Windsor, Vermont, which is the original capital of Vermont when it was established as a country in 1777 by Ethan Allen and his friends and the people of Vermont. And this little town, situated 15 miles south of White River Junction on the Connecticut River, was chosen as the nation's capital, and it was the capital of Vermont until I believe 1864, when the capital was moved to the mountain town of Montpelier. So I'm doing a little walking tour here, and I may do a hike at the local mountain today, Mount Kootenai. And I'm going to get some good video and pictures of the famous Windsor Cornish Bridge, which is the largest covered bridge in the United States, still in existence, which we'll be seeing shortly. This is the Old South Church, which there is a date on the church. I believe it's, let's see, 1768. So this is a very historic church here in Vermont. There we go. 1768. There's another good shot of the church. I'm now standing by the Cornish Windsor Bridge. This is the longest existing covered bridge in the United States. It was originally built in 1866 and was rebuilt in 1966. There is a plaque on the bridge. I am standing on the New Hampshire side of the Connecticut River. There's the plaque. And there's the entrance leading back to the Green Mountain State. It says, walk your horses or pay $2 fine. And there's a car that's just driving back across the Connecticut River back to Vermont. And there's the Connecticut River. There's a plaque here. I'm going to zoom in and see if I can videotape this. I can read it. Built in 1866 at a cost of $9,000. This is the longest wooden bridge in the United States and the longest two-span covered bridge in the world. The fourth bridge at this site. The 460-foot structure was built by Bella J. Fletcher of Claremont and James Tasker of Cornish, using a lattice truss patented by architect Thiel Town in 1820 and 1835. Built as a toll bridge by a private corporation, the span was purchased by the state of New Hampshire in 1936 and made toll-free in 1943. There's the entrance to the Cornish-Windsor Bridge. I'm back in Vermont and looking at the bridge. It's kind of an interesting shot, I guess. Windsor, as you can see, is a beautiful, typical Vermont small town. Only it has the distinction of, for 11 years, being a nation's capital. It was the when Vermont was a independent country from 1777 until 1791. It was the capital of Vermont, and then it continued to be the state capital of Vermont from 1791 till, I believe, 1864, when the state capital was moved to Montpelier. Montpelier, as Vermonters would say. I'm on Bridge Street, walking back towards Main Street. So now I'm back at the intersection of Route 5, which is Main Street here in Windsor, and Bridge Street. So there's the sign right there. You can see it, Main and Bridge. So hopefully by watching this video you can get a feel of what it's like to live in a small town in this wonderful place they call Vermont. One thing for sure, you'll never ever be stressed out. Not through environment anyways. Maybe from personal struggle or problems, but never from environment, because the environment here is, you're never going to get better than this. Living in a human society, I don't think so. Well, good news. The sun is coming out, the day is clearing, the temperature is starting to rise, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to do now. Whether go back to White River Junction and do a bike ride, or since I'm in Windsor, I'm very close to Mount Kootenai, and do a hike on the mountain. Take my pick from two special pleasures. As Keith would say, it doesn't really matter. One choice is as good as the other. Walking back towards my car. I'm right below the Old South Church. Again, originally built in 1768. There's an old diner here in Windsor, the Windsor Diner. We may give it a try during this holiday. Maybe later today, we'll wait and see. Just after 11 o'clock, current time is about 6 minutes after 11 in the morning. And there's the car. Time to take a drive out to Mount. Today's date is Tuesday, October the 7th. The time of day is 12 noon. I'm just going to do a beautiful hike here on a Mount Akusni, near the old capital of Windsor. I'm on the Brownsville Trail, and you can see it's going to be 3.2 miles till I get to the top of the mountain. So I'm going to start off here. It's a beautiful day. Perfect weather conditions, and we're going to enjoy this hike for sure. You can see how beautiful it is here up in the Green Mountains in October. The conditions are ideal on the mountain. Trail is dry, which this time of the year is ideal. I'm going to switch the camera off now. We'll do some more film. The time of day now is 10 minutes to 1. I've taken a break. The trail seems difficult at this point. I'm on Mount Akusni. You can see it's an absolute gorgeous day, and you can see why the Green Mountains are so beautiful, especially this time of the year. Just check out this beautiful panorama and just enjoy this. Because I have been raving about how wonderful and beautiful Vermont is, and you can just check it out and see why. It's not an exaggeration. Can you just imagine living down there in one of those beautiful houses out in the country in Vermont? How special that would be. I'm on my descent down Mount Akusni. I didn't make it to the top of the summit, but the trail got pretty difficult, so I finished my lunch and enjoyed the beautiful views, and I'm on my way down, and then we'll see what I'll do after I get back to the car. It's about 22 minutes to 2, and it's absolutely a gorgeous day, autumn day here in Vermont. I think I'm about a half a kilometer away from the car currently. Tomorrow I'm planning to go back to the beautiful town of Manchester, Vermont, and I'm taking my bike with me, and I'm going to do the bike ride, the Manchester-Dorset bike ride. And hopefully if the weather's nice enough, I'm going to do a swim at the marble quarry, which I did in the summer when I was here in June. Currently I'm on the easy part of the trail,